I am going to go mad thinking of an intro to this film. Hang on, that's what happens in this film. Is this film real? Oh my god! In the Mouth of Madness is a 1994 American horror film directed and scored by John Carpenter. It's written by Michael De Luca and it stars Sam Neill as John Trent. John Trent is an insurance fraud investigator who's been hired to try and find an author by the name of Sutter Cane, who's apparently bigger and better than Stephen King. However, Sutter Cane is writing his final novel, which apparently will cause madness to anybody who reads it, and along with the film that ultimately will follow. And the film's name? In the Mouth of Madness. So yeah, if that introduction is confusing, that you got nothing about this film at all. It's all over the place, but that's not what we're here just yet. I'll leave my thoughts to this film to the end of this video. But unfortunately, when the film got released, it actually was a bit of a critical failure. It got mixed to average reviews at best. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I mean, it's John Carpenter. There can't be much wrong with this film when it comes to him, but we are going to try and go through it and see what we can discuss. 10 things that can make In the Mouth of Madness better. So, while you're here, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, also hit the share button as well. This video is a requested video. It was requested by a YouTuber by the name of Fragrance Trips, who does fragrance reviews from Serbia. And that's his channel up in the Berry Telly. He's got no intro video, so I can't put that up there. But go and check him out. But this is actually requested by him, so thank you very much for this. And if, like always, there is going to be spoilers about this. You know, if you haven't seen this film, I may ruin it. But in this case, it may be worth watching this review first. Number 10, Rock Opening. As regular viewers are aware, I am a big sucker for good film scores. And this film is no exception. This film score is fantastic. It brings out the emotion. It's perfect for this film. Except the opening, where you get a full-on rock song. Not just a tame one, a full-on rock song. It gives the impression that this is going to be an 80s action film rather than a horror film that makes you think. But maybe it being wrong was the point. I don't know. Number 9, Barcode Cheat. When the opening credits of this film is actually watching a cover of a book being printed. You see the whole process from start to finish, which is great, except they've put a barcode on there. And it's quite a big barcode, and they've cheated on it. It literally says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0. Either leave it blank or put some random numbers. Just don't do that, because that is probably more lazy than actually just trying to think of a random number. Didn't look very good. Now, before anyone says, did you stop and zoom in? No, I didn't actually. It was right there, right smack in the middle of the thing. Number 8, Different Beginning. So when the film starts, John Trent is actually taken into a mental asylum, and people around there are actually all saying it's getting worse out there. Now, the problem I have with this is the rest of the story is told in a flashback, how he got there. So you're ruining the rest of the film, you're losing that tension. When it starts kicking off and when there's a big switch in this film, you don't have any sense of fear that he's going to die, because you know he's going to survive, because it's done in a flashback. So you lose that tension. The tension could have been higher without that opening scene. It carries on later on in the film anyway, you didn't need to have it. And also, the beginning actually does tell you exactly what's going to happen at the end of the film, but you don't know it at the beginning of the film. Number 7, Sleazy Lead. John Trent does come across as a bit of a sleaze, well, especially at the beginning of this film. He insinuates that he's done something with a client's wife, he's investigated his wife. It's only insinuated, it's not confirmed, but you still get that. But a little bit on, he actually coerces someone in a corral who's got the arm up. You can tell she's not interested, and he's like really moving in, making all the moves, and not taking the hint, she's really not interested. So yeah, you've got a lead who at the beginning of this film comes across as a bit of a sleaze, but later on, she actually makes a move against him and he turns her down. So it's not really the same, although there are circumstances behind that one. It's a big change in character. Or maybe he was supposed to be like that. I don't know. Number 6, Linda Stiles. Overall, the acting in this film is absolutely fantastic, top notch even, including future Anakin Skywalker Hayden Christensen in a very non-whiny role. However, that can't be said for Julie Carmen. She plays Linda Stiles, and she plays it very wooden, very emotionless, and very annoying. Out of every character in this film, we couldn't get behind her portrayal of Linda Stiles. It wasn't very good. I think anybody else could have done an improvement on that role. But yeah, she was very miscast for that role. Everyone else was fantastic though. Number 5, Jigsaw. No, I'm not on about the Saw films, so we're going to stay well away from them for now. Maybe one day, but not for now. I'm on about real jigsaws. And let's face it, they're not the easiest things to do, especially when you don't actually have a guide showing you what you're supposed to be making. Except in this film, John Trent does it in about 2 seconds flat. The jigsaw's made out of big pieces from each cover of his books, and there's a pattern on them, and he cuts them out, puts them together, bang, just like that. Now, I know there was only 6 pieces, but you have no guide, you have no idea what you're making. This would have taken a lot longer than a couple of minutes, and you've managed to sort it straight away. No. Number 4, camera lens. John Carpenter is a legend. He commands respect. He is a master of the craft of filmmaking. So when you see rookie mistakes, you'll come to thinking why. Now, the rookie mistakes I'm on about, when he does long shots of long landscapes, the lenses aren't the right lenses, so you get that curve on it. Now, most films, including Carpenter himself, normally it's dead straight, but for some reason the camera lenses he uses is curved, and it sort of ruins it. Now, while you're in the actual village of Hobbs End, it works, because you're not actually there. But in the real world, it doesn't work. Except that John Trent isn't actually in the real world, and oh my god, was this on purpose? Number 3, Happy Dogs. So there's a scene in this film where dogs are chasing away Trent and Stiles away from the church. And these are supposed to be really angry dogs. They're going to rip you up if they catch you. Except for the dogs they used look like they're having fun, they looked happy, their tails are wagging, and look like they would probably just lick you to death. I mean, I'm not a dog person, but those Dobermans were cute. Number 2, car entry. So Trent rescues Stiles from the angry mob in the village, and he picks her up, he carries her over to the car, puts her in the car, and gets in. Wait, what? He didn't push her over, he didn't run round, he just got in straight away. It was like the actress moved over. It doesn't make sense. You can see why this film is making me mad. Number 1, where's the sequel? So, at the end of this film, everyone on the planet is going mad from watching this film, inside this film. It's said that everyone will die out, the human race will die out within 10 years. But how? I want to know. This film ended, great. But what about next film? I need to know. Did they find a cure? Did they find a way? How did they die? There are too many questions. We need to know what happens next. Final thoughts. Oh my god, I so freaking love this film. It was a brilliant film, and I'll be the first one to admit that these things to make the film better, I'm nitpicking. The film was fantastic. But then again, it's John Carpenter. What else do you expect? Even though the film will make you mad watching it. Look, I need a therapist after making this. But the film was brilliant. He outdid himself on the score. There was things that are stupidly wrong, but I get the feeling they're supposed to be stupidly wrong. However, on a channel like this, I have to pick it up. But I think they were there for a reason. Acting, with the exception of Linda Carmen, like I mentioned earlier, it was brilliant. Sam Neill was fantastic. You really got the madness out of Sam Neill. I like the madness I've got here. I mean, it's a shame Sam Neill never got some bigger roles. I mean, this was after Jurassic Park, but he's never really got to those heights ever again. It was brilliant. I can't fault this film at all. And so thank you to the people who recommended this film and said it was a great film. I agree. So what am I going to rank it? Well, I'm going to go against all the reviewers. I'm going to go all the critics, I'm going to go with, count them, yes, there's 9 berries. Yes, I'm really giving this 9 out of 10, and no, it's not a sign of my madness. My therapist said I'm okay, really. But that was it. It was that good. If you don't believe me, go and check this film out. It's on Amazon Prime. Go and watch it. It is fantastic. But that's it for today. What did you think? Don't watch this film, otherwise you'll end up like me. But yeah, what did you think of the film? Leave it in the comments. And next week, let's carry on with this subject. Let's talk about Stephen King. Yeah? So come back next week, next Sunday, 6 o'clock. I can't salute you this week. Bye-bye.